to me. Yeah.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Monday night. You know, a lot of people looking at football. Hope y'all teams win. On team, I got the 12 disciples, Jesus, Muhammad and Moses, Josiah, and the rest of those people. Thank you for coming out. I told you when you come out, you're going to learn wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know where to start at. Because America done turned into Wild Wild West. And this man we dealing with, president, he's going to remove himself. He's breaking every law it is. So he's not going to stop. And it's in his system. And whoever controlling him, they pushing him the wrong way. And we do know who controlling him. I'm not going to say it on him. But I want you to think we silly. Donald Trump don't run nothing. He's a puppet. He's doing what they done told him to do. Exactly. Destroy America. That is what he's in there for. That's why the conflict, he won't let you see them files on Etsy. That's why he got distraction everywhere. It's a setup. He's a cold man. He got distractions everywhere. And he's disrespecting these people. He's dragging them, choking women. I look at it on the news and I'm like, how far will he go? I'm confused. I'm asking the question, how far will he go? You know, it don't, it's crazy. So again, ladies and gentlemen, you have to think to yourself, when you look at the news, ask the question, what's really going on?
And I know you're going to let us know, Minister. So thank y'all for joining the Johnny Binder Show this evening. Please go to YouTube and subscribe if you haven't already at the Johnny Binder Show. That's at Johnny Binder Show on YouTube. Click that notification bell so you will know when we go live. So pump us up. And remember, when you subscribe to us, you save lives. So, Minister, what's the subject of today's show?
The subject, stay on. The subject, listen. The subject of today's show is redemption of the American Gangster, justice, truth, and survival. The Johnny Binder Show. That's a. I'm gonna do that again. The redemption of the American Gangster, justice, truth, and survival. The Johnny Binder Show. So, ladies and gentlemen, I ought to tell you right there. Justice, truth, and survival. And my guy, his daughter got 8 years, ex-husband got 26 years. But by law, Dr. Renee Robin, she shouldn't have got nothing because she should have had a psych valve, and my guy didn't do it and give the judge necessarily what she needed to go all the way with what's necessary, because these people are trying to send it to them so they can come on So these people don't even know that, and the lawyer should have knew from day one to do a psych valve. They make over $40 billion a year off us, y'all, in the federal penitentiary. Unicorn.
So in her case, what would the psych valve had shown?
The psych valve showed she was a schizophrenic. Yeah. Now, bipolar, that shows you right there something wrong. It'll show that she was stressed and she was doing things that she knew not what she was doing. Her husband was a cold man. He whooped her, threatened her, and told her, if you do not do what I say, I'm going to kill your children.
Okay, remember, unalive.
They're gonna unalive your children. So that was too much. She couldn't take it. So the judge said that she supposed to came to her, but it's impossible. So she never seen it to that day. So again, this case is not correct. And the woman got 3 other children, and 2 of them took the witness stand. So we gotta have justice. Not even talk about Eric Meshack when we started his lawsuit for about 20-25 million, and we will win it. He was done to snatched him out the back of the car, same way they did George Floyd. And I don't know if they meant to kill him or not, but he had to be rushed to the hospital immediately. And then we came talking about robbing kinfolk. He laying on the ground, Tony Underwood, and shoot him in the back. I go tell the mayor what happened and speak to the chief of police, and the chief of police ain't called me yet. And then my COO sent the paperwork down there to him to tell him we want to speak to him. And this young guy, this chief of police, I presume he's running, because we have enough evidence to show you that Sean Palin, that rotten individual, did not have to shoot that innocent man over unauthorized use. It's not all of that. Why would you even stop and use the taxpayers' money for something that frivolous? Why were you chasing bank robbers or murderers? Somebody like that. You waste your time to go after a guy that's done nothing but take his girlfriend's car. Millions of people have done that. So what are you gonna do?
So you want to tell them how you became involved with these cases?
You can tell them.
Okay, so
I'll show when you come on. I'm gonna send to you now.
Dr. Jeremiah, aka Johnny Bonder Jr., is a freedom fighter, and he's dedicated his life for helping others get justice, because justice was denied to him on many occasions. So that's how he became involved with the young lady he was just speaking of. And then also with Robin Underwood, her nephew Tony Underwood was unalived as a result of a pow by a police officer. And also Eric Meshack was assaulted by an officer as well. So we're happy to work with these families, but we're saddened about the events that have brought them into our lives. But yeah, we're happy that we get a chance to have a positive impact on not only their families, but prayerfully on the lives of others who may be facing similar circumstances. So having said all that, do you want me to go ahead and put Miss Robin on stage?
Miss Robin and Miss Renee, and anybody else on there, put them all up. Miss Underwood, with all due respect, if you have time, I already thrown your name out there, Miss Robin. I'd like you to explain to the public that we are going to file a lawsuit against the police station. We're going to get this thing back going where people can see it everywhere, because they have killed this young man. And
unalived.
They have unalived this young man, and this is completely out of order. Ms. Robin, I won't speak about the 79 days, the 30-some days we couldn't see him. I'm going to let you do that. Ms. Robin?
Hello, how you doing, Dr. Jeremiah?
I want you to speak cold-blooded to let these people know, and I can't wait to come to your house this weekend. I want to come to your show over there so we can do the shows together. That'll be all right?
Yes.
Okay. So again, I want you to speak to these people and let them know the pain that you and your family have. Oh my God. Oh man, no, I didn't. Oh Lord. I'm back. Where'd she go? She went out too. Robin, come back.
Hello.
Show your picture.
Okay, give me 1 second.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Robin Underwood. She's a spokesperson also for this company and for her family. We'll be working on her podcast.
Dr. Jeremiah.
Yes, ma'am.
Put me last because my phone looked like it's about to die. We're going to switch to our iPad.
Okay, do that. Ladies and gentlemen, she got to pump her phone up, and with no further delay, we're going to play something to show you the stupidity of what's going on. Pick what that white Catholic priest is telling the world. A Catholic priest is Father Flager in Chicago is telling the world about this man they call Donald Trump. Let's go.
Our mayor hates Trump more than he loves his constituents. Our governor hates Trump more than he loves his people. We come in on the short end of everything if we're talking politically. Let's step out of that and do things the right way according to the word of God. Your values are with him. The foundation is with him. The change you need is with him. You've been called out. That's what the church is. Permanent interests. No permanent friends. No permanent enemies. Just permanent interests. And the values and the interests of that party don't benefit our people. Am I right? Think about it. The values of that party, the policies did not benefit our people. Now, folk come at me for saying that, and then I give them examples, and I just simply say, what did I say that wasn't true?
So I think this is the one you were referring to, but did you want to make a comment about that one, or you want to go ahead and play the other one?
He's speaking about how people just turn over and follow Trump no matter what he say or do. They give up the Constitution. They give up their wives and family for Trump. That's it.
Okay, let's look at this one.
The state of emergency is in America, not Chicago, and is birthed from this president and his administration. Dr. King said he could not raise his voice against the violence of the oppressed without having first spoken clearly to the greater purveyor of violence, his own country. And those are my words to you, Mr. Trump. Before you dare speak about any violence in Chicago, look into your mirror and address the violence coming from the White House. The violence of cutting SNAP, which will cut $2.4 million in food access, with 360,000 Illinoisans at risk by taking food off their table. Address the violence of cutting Medicare and Medicaid by $500 million, reducing access to doctors, and threatening the closure of hospitals and nursing home facilities throughout the state of Illinois. Literally putting Americans in life and death situations. Some Americans will die because of your Medicaid cuts.
My God. Miss Renee, did you hear that?
Miss Renee's mic is not connected.
Okay. My God, my God. Father Pfleger, let me thank you for speaking so wonderful. Let me thank you for speaking so boldly, honestly, and respectfully that the cut Medicaid, Medicare, SNAP, Head Start, $500 billion, $900 billion in all. Doesn't even stop research on cancer. Trying to knock out 20 million people with insurance because of the Obamacare. You're going to hurt 20 million people. They took his name off and just put care. And you still is so racist and so diabolical with your narcissistic self. But God gonna get you, Mr. Trump. I'm making it known on here so when it happens, when God come get you with some of them plagues, and if you want to know what the plagues are, call me, I'll tell you. Or fly me in, and I come to your Oval Office that we built. So again, Mr. Trump, you completely out of order. And everything you done, most of it is against the law because you're a lawbreaker. May God bless you. Keep going. God will deal with you. Robin.
I'm here. I'm trying to get this.
Is it still charging?
There she is.
Your car not long enough?
I'm trying. Yeah, we trying to fix this thing code. I had brought my tablet down, but I asked Miss Cat, can you resend the link? Because I got my tablet charged, but my phone about to die.
Okay.
She said she's not ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, to what you're seeing now with Father Pfleger in Chicago, white man, Catholic priest, a warrior. Him and Minister Farrakhan are best friends. Yes, he don't have an inch of racism in his body. Not an inch. And we need more people like that. That way we get Trump out of there. Because some of my people, younger people, voted for that foolishness. When they thought they was doing something to help themselves and they kind, you have been defeated. You did not know what you was doing. And you voted that kind of people in here to do what he's doing. Hurt people. Mr. Trump is hurt. He's hurt in a bad way. So he needs to be put up. He needs to be put up. So people, these young people can see him and know for a fact that he's not right. That he's not right. So that's where we at with this. I'm wrestling with this microphone So that's what we have with this, ladies and gentlemen. And we have to get these subscriptions up, because every time you hit the subscription, you save a life. Help us save lives, please.
You want to go ahead and go to a break so we'll have time for Robin to come on?
Please.
Get her mic together. Okay.
Please.
All right, y'all. We'll be right back.
You helping me, Captain, all the rest of us save a life.
Listen to me. Yeah.
So that y'all celebrate us and help us open up vocational schools and save our kids and our kind. You don't want to do that. You want to sit in the back like a house nigga, a coon, and do what you do. Because I have 5,000 heaven-making angels around me. And anybody come against me, God is going to destroy them. I can name all the people that come at me. God have destroyed them, have created problems in their family.
Yeah. Yeah.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying to you is that the black woman is the mother of earth. She has melanin in her skin, right here, melanin. The sun is her friend, it's not her enemy.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah.
90% of your crew is snitching. Get out the game. Whatever money you got, open some kind of business. If you don't know how to open a business, do what my partner did. He gave his money to the restaurant owner. Now he rich because the restaurant owner paid him every month. He invested like $500,000 with it. And now he got some. So now he get rich. Him and his wife got a big home. They come out of Texas University. If you ain't an entrepreneur, invest your money with a D or with Catherine, whoever doing business with me. I'm going to build 90 townhouses. I need 2.5 right now. So again, invest your money with somebody you can trust. Get out the game. If you don't get out the game, you're going to prison. And 85-90% of the time you do, when you get out, you be dead.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. So just try to buy the talking to you.
Listen to me. Yeah.
My God. Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Welcome for coming out to the Johnny Bonner Show. We got Robin, we got Renee, and other people coming on. But God, we just had Father Flaker come on and spoke to us. And I would like Catherine to put it back on again so this part of the audience will catch it and the people that come late. Would you put it on again, Ms. Catherine?
Sure.
The state of emergency is America, not Chicago. And it's birthed from this president and his administration. Dr. King said he could not raise his voice against the violence of the oppressed without having first spoken clearly to the greater purveyor of violence, his own country. And those are my words to you, Mr. Trump. Before you dare speak about any violence in Chicago, look into your mirror and address the violence coming from the White House. The violence of cutting SNAP, which will cut $2.4 million in food access, with 360,000 Illinoisans at risk by taking food off their tables. Address the violence of cutting Medicare and Medicaid by $500 million, reducing access to doctors, and threatening the closure of hospitals and nursing home facilities throughout the state of Illinois. Literally putting Americans in life and death situations. Some Americans will die because of your Medicaid cuts.
Show them that. It don't get no clearer than that. That a president of so-called United States of America with the Constitution, and it's not been run out of there with emergency, the state of emergency removing, for people not to say nothing to Donald Trump and allow him to be in that seat, to do what he's doing and trying to put Project 2025 in there. That means the Republicans is the same thing, because it's enough of them to move it. Some of the army people saying, we're not going with you, you're not going to turn. This man has told them that he going to be shooting tear gas on marches and stuff and said it's the enemy within. If he's trying to psych the army out, the National Guard, they halfway gone already. You see them running around there throwing old women on the ground. Don't pick them up, choke them. But let me tell the National Guard something. You to think you're tough, and most of y'all think you're tough. God got a plague for you. You won't be found worthy. Remember I told you that. All of y'all messing up with poor people. Out of all the people y'all locked up, you might have got 20 criminals. And you search hunting, and you're trying to do with the Epstein file, so you do anything to distract. Tear gas them, kicking doors in, busting windows. This is a raid on our privacy. The mayor didn't ask you to come in. And damn it, the governor definitely didn't ask you to come in. And Father Flagler spoke the truth on you, a white Catholic priest. Robin?
Robin hasn't joined yet, but I got a question for you. So there was a story, I don't remember which news station, I want to say 13 down here in Houston, that Greg Abbott was issuing a task force specifically for Houston to target serial offenders of crime. So do you think that that's inviting the National Guard? Do you think that would be the next step to come to Houston? Minister, did you hear me?
What did you just say?
I said Greg Abbott has signed a bill for Houston, Texas, to have a task force come for people that have committed more than one crime, so serial offenders. Do you think that that is one of the first steps into having the National Guard end up at the city, especially with all this hype about the serial iller and all of the people that have been found unalived in the bayous? Do you think that this is building towards the National Guard coming to Houston?
Yeah. When it's the national crisis, the mayor supposed to act first, then the governor couple with the mayor, and then they ask for that. No one has asked for that. Mr. Trump is posing his will on people and trying to distract from the Epstein files. Because if they open them files, that's why he's doing this. Mr. Trump is not going to open them files.
Okay.
So y'all going up, all y'all want to the press conference. He's not going to open them. Why would he? So again, ladies and gentlemen, here go Father Flagler, a white Catholic priest, came on and spoke the truth. One more time with Father Flagler before we go to Trump.
I don't want to play this too much, so we're making this the last one. I think they got it, but we're going to play it one more time.
The state of emergency is America, not Chicago. And it's birthed from this president and his administration. Dr. King said he could not raise his voice against the violence of the oppressed without having first spoken clearly to the greater purveyor of violence, his own country. And those are my words to you, Mr. Trump. Before you dare speak about any violence in Chicago, look into your mirror and address the violence coming from the White House. The violence of cutting SNAP, which will cut $2.4 million in food access, with 360,000 Illinoisans at risk by taking food off their tables. Address the violence of cutting Medicare and Medicaid by $500 million, reducing access to doctors, and threatening the closure of hospitals and nursing home facilities throughout the state of Illinois. Literally putting Americans in life and death situations. Some Americans will die because of your Medicaid cuts.
Okay. So we played that. There is one more. I want to move on to that one before we
Hold up.
start.
He said the people will die. And we got a president in office that's going to cost us almost $1 trillion and snatching people up like they animals. I rest my case. Come on, what's next?
Well, now you gave me a question. So we're talking, the name of the show tonight is Redemption of the American Gangster, Justice, Truth, and Survival. So I know that they call themselves cracking down on crime, but if you take stuff away, people usually do what they need to do to survive. So what impact do you think this is going to have on crime? You think?
It's an amazing solution. We open up vocation school because we're so ignorant. If the devil gives us something to do, we got to give them something to do. And by opening up the vocation school, we can snatch 50 to 70% of them from going back to prison because you can make over $100,000 a year with their hand, and they'll be happy with that. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we've been led astray, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. Mouthful, got it. Next tape.
That was an answer to my satisfaction, but I'm going to let you slide.
Malcolm S. Ritchie, Lieutenant Colonel, retired U.S. Army Reserve, 3 combat tours in Iraq, 32 years of service in the United States Army, Army Reserve, and Army National Guard. And I'm here today not as a candidate, making that disclaimer. I am here to express my outrage at the meeting in Quantico, Virginia, between Hegseth, Trump, and all of the senior officers in the United States military and the senior NCO Corps. Those generals, admirals, and senior NCOs sat there in stone-faced silence, listening to the most outrageous speeches ever made in United States military history by the Secretary of Defense and the President of the United States. Secretary of Defense, on his ridiculous rant, trying to take to school generals, admirals, senior NCOs with 10 times the leadership ability, the education, and the experience that the failed Major Hegseth could ever begin to understand. And then they have to listen to the cognitively declined President of the United States, who I would now name as Dictator of the United States, tell this audience that they will be expected to wage war against the American people. That's exactly what Trump said. So don't get on here and try to tell me that he didn't say it. Training grounds in American cities. What does that mean? They're going to go in locked and loaded into American cities, American neighborhoods, and use American citizens as pop-up targets on a live fire training range? This is absolutely astounding abuse of power, which makes, by my estimation, Donald Trump a domestic enemy of the Constitution. Because my oath is to the Constitution, and don't you think for 1 minute, Mr. Trump, that there aren't millions of other veterans and retirees that feel exactly the same way. We are enraged. We are beyond enraged. And we will protest peacefully. And we will go out and vote for the candidates of our choice in the 2026 midterm election, which you better not even try to stop. If you try to stop that by force, that's the nightmare scenario. And I'm not saying by violence, I'm saying politically, basically, you're done, Trump. You're done, Hegseth. It won't be long before you're politically thrown down that dark, deep hole. but don't think it's not going to cause a lot of trauma on the American people as they clutch to the roots of the hole on the way down, trying to survive something that they cannot possibly survive, because this nation is a republic and it will not fall to a fascist regime.
Stop it. Let me speak on it. Ladies and gentlemen, I might make a commercial out of both of them tapes. They go prominent white men. And one of them voted for him and showed the world how they made mistakes. Vote this man that acts as a monster in there. His slave name is Johnny Bond. His spiritual name is Dr. David Jeremiah. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I will be the one. And God is going to bless her, but she can bless other people. And we will be successful. Peace. Yes, ma'am, Miss COO.
Yes.
How we doing?
We're doing great. But you know, when we picked the topic of the show tonight, you insisted on naming it Redemption of the American Gangster, which is a series that we do here at the Johnny Binder Show. So now you have to tell people how the subject of tonight's show and what we're talking about relates to you when we talk about justice, truth, and survival.
And what do that mean to you, Miss Catherine?
It means surviving in the face. What does it mean to me? We talking about the Johnny Binder Show. It means that there should be justice. Justice should be fair, but we all know justice is blind because she can't see us. And then the truth is subjective on who is telling it. And if that is what is controlling the land, justice, their truth, then we're forced, or not just, when I say us, not just people of my hue or our hue, all people that are not represented are forced to find a way to survive. That's what it means to me. That's what this subject means to me. It's surviving in face of this kind of adversity. So as it pertains to your life, what does that mean to you?
Okay. Boy, there's so much going on.
Okay, sir. So what does it mean to you?
It shows you what kind of world we're living in. And it shows you why we need to get close to God quick as possible and get that man out that office. Because 27 psychiatrists said he's the most dangerous man in the world in that White House.
And I know you said that we need vocational schools, but those things take a while to open. Even if when we focus on the apprenticeship that we said we were going to focus on first, it still takes time to implement. So in the meantime, how do we maintain hope? And what do we do to keep from surviving by any means necessary?
So you hit it. Redemption of the American Gangster. Justice, truth, or survival.
Mm-hmm.
What we got here now?
You haven't answered my question. How does this pertain to your life? That's what people tune in for. This is Redemption of the American Gangster. What does that have to do with everything we're talking about? Trump, I'm tired of Trump. What does this have to do with you?
Well, when they locked me up and said I robbed a jewelry store for $1 million, and I was in Dallas, I seen the injustice then. When they locked me up 41 times, I seen the injustice then. When they gave me 3 years in the state prison for something I did not do. Thank God for Judge Joe King. And I will ring her name. Her name will be in my movie. And we'll get some beautiful white woman to do her part. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank God for all the people He has sent to me. And sent to this beautiful hotel where we can save lives and work together. My number on there, 281-896-8215. Come work with us. Come work with us.
So, in general, what were the 3 things you did to survive any of your turbulent times?
I know for a fact what kept me alive. Prayer. I prayed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I studied. Then I went beyond and walked in theology of time. Our Savior has arrived. Message of the Black Man, Torchlight. So when I read that and seen some of the titles, some white guy was going somewhere and he tried to touch me and I jumped. So it traumatized me when I seen what I seen, because it was, I wouldn't even tell the audience. All I can tell you, we need to hurry up and build over there. And if we're going to keep it, we need to put the stores and stuff up front. They can be at least 50 to 60 to 100 yards. If we can't get that, we won't never get started. So I thank everybody for coming out tonight. I just want to give you a sneak preview of Donald Trump. A man with 34
that was more than a sneak. Can we close out with something different? I'm Trumped
We're
out.
We're gonna close out with something positive. Robin, you back?
No, she's not.
And Miss Renee, she hooked up?
No, she's not. Oh, wait a minute. I think she is. I think I lied. We can see.
I'm here.
So, Miss Renee?
Yes.
Did you see that last tape?
Yes, I did.
What do you think about
it? I'm just really having problems with this whole situation because
What did you say, Miss Renee?
She
went
dropped.
out tapping.
Yeah, we'll have to wait for her to come back in.
Okay.
Okay, so I am going to play one of your videos. In the
Play the
meantime,
cartoon.
I was going to play something else.
Play something else.
Let's see.
No. Play something else. Don't do that. The show is still airing. Play something else like I asked you, please.
Play what?
You said something you want to play.
That's what I was getting ready to do. Who are you arguing with and why?
I'm not arguing. And anyone think I am, I apologize to you and the audience.
Here's the video.
So again, all I want to help me do is open up vocational school. Did you tell you the number? What did it say?
It's difficult to provide an exact number.
Okay. In 2022, how many black women was kidnapped? In 2022. Do it that way.
97,000.
How much?
How many? Over 97,000.
Damn.
That's a whole lot.
2023.
It stuck out on 2022.
2021. 90, all of us over 90,000.
Yeah.
90, 97, 94. A couple of times was 80 something. Over 1 million black women been kidnapped in the last 10 years. And MSNBC, CNN, Fox, not one damn news channel said one damn thing. I'm the only person I know in the state of the United States that speak about the black woman being kidnapped. Google it if you can find anybody else doing it. I ain't never heard nobody do it but me. Speak, brother, speak.
I just should have woke you up. Oh, gosh. Yes.
Man, that was me.
I know.
Lord have mercy. That was a good one. I think I sent that one to you. Redemption of the American Gangster, Justice, Truth, and Survival, the Johnny Biden Show. Let's go with one of the commercials. Or whatever you got. Let's go with it.
Okay. Well, go on and put your baby on.
% of your crew is snitching. Get out the game. Whatever money you got, go open some kind of business. If you don't know how to open up a business, do what my partner did. He gave his money to a restaurant owner. Now he rich because the restaurant owner pay him every month. He invested like half a million with him. And now he out of Galveston. So now he gets rich. Him and his wife got a big home. They come out of Texas University. If you ain't an entrepreneur, invest your money with a D. Or with Catherine, whoever doing business. With me, I'm going to build 90 townhouses. I need 2.5 right now. So, again, invest your money with somebody you can trust. But get out the game, because if you don't get out the game, you go into prison, and 85-90% of the time you do, when you get out, you'll be dead. It's not worth it. So, this Johnny Biden talking to you.
Man, my God. What a cartoon. Get out the game, ladies and gentlemen. My children, get out and get out now. Get out. The game is not worth it. To put your life up and be gone forever on some buffoonery, some foolishness. Lord have mercy.
Well, based on that, I found this one. It was a little funny to me at first, but it's just sad. And this is a young man that got arrested. He didn't even wait till he got in the police car before he started implicating other folks.
Hey, bro, they got us, bro. From the robbery we did last week. Yeah, they got me in the back of the police car. I'm calling you, nigga, because you was with me. That's why I'm calling you. Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it. We'll be at your door, bro. I'm bringing them to your door, bro. I'm not going to jail by myself, bro. I can't go to jail by myself, bro. I'm bringing them to your door, bro. I'm letting them know where you live, bro. We did it together, bro. I can't go to jail by myself. I can't go to jail by myself, nigga. We on our way. We on our way. We on our way. We on our way, bro. I'm not playing. Hey, bro, they got us, bro. From the robbery we did last. Hey, bro, they got us, bro. From the robbery we did last week. Yeah, they got me in the back of the police car. I'm calling you, nigga, because you was with me. That's why I'm calling you. Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it. We'll be at your door, bro. I'm bringing them to your door, bro. I'm not going to jail by myself, bro. I can't go to jail by myself, bro. I'm bringing them to your door, bro. I'm letting them know where you live, bro. We did it together, bro. I can't go to jail by myself. I can't go to jail by myself, nigga. We on our way. We on our way. We on our way. We on our way, bro. I'm not playing. I'm really in the cop car, bro. And they got me for that robbery we did, bro. We did that, bro. I didn't do that shit by myself, nigga. You told me to go with you. I didn't ask you nothing, nigga. You came with that plan, bro. We on our way. I don't care. We on our way. We on our way. We on our way, bro. I don't care.
My God. I pray that video go viral. It'll show people your emotions will get you killed. Same way Sonny run out and left the entrepreneur. He really saved him. And Dallas was scared to go up in the building. They sent a little bomb. So again, play our commercial first.
Okay. While I pull this up, can you tell us when you see that, thinking about the sacrifice you made not to implicate other people, what do you think? Okay, y'all, we finna jump into our very first promotional video. Just bear with me. Man, he took snitching to a whole new level. And I'm sorry, I found it a little entertaining, but yeah. I wonder if the guy really, man, that's some craziness. Okay, so I have a lot to choose from here. And again, thank you for tuning in to the Johnny Binder Show. We appreciate y'all for joining. Please go to YouTube and go to @The Johnny Binder Show. That's @The Johnny Binder Show. And click subscribe. And when you subscribe, know that you're saving a life. So I am unable to pull the video up. So we're just going to keep the show rolling. How y'all feel about that? And we'll pull the minister back in. But I found this and I love this. And I really hope he's able to tune in so he can respond. But we're going to look at this because she blew my mind. She blew my mind.
Dr. Kanye, let's be clear. It's not a conspiracy if it's documented. It's not paranoia if they admit it in PDF files and documents and leaked memos. And overthrowing the government, it's not illegal. It's in the Constitution. It's a duty when a system stops serving the people and starts destroying them. So let's talk receipts. Number one, mind control and psychological manipulation. Let's start with media propaganda. Operation Mockingbird from the 1940s to the 1970s. It was a CIA program that infiltrated major U.S. news outlets. Journalists were literally on payrolls to shape narratives. And it's still happening. Intelligence officers now retire. Into media commentary. Fox, CNN, MSNBC. They all platform former agents as experts. The news is framed to trigger fear, divide the public, and manufacture consent for war, surveillance, and oppression.
What do you think about what she said so far, Minister?
Who?
The young lady on the screen. We'll keep going. But when we're watching the news, say when I went to journalism school, we were taught to be fair. That was a long time ago. So if you presented one side, you had to know how to argue the other side and present a balanced narrative. And there was something, I don't remember what happened or what they called it during the Reagan administration that made the kind of news that we see that's politically biased acceptable. Even the talk shows that we watch, because it was more, like she said, about shaping your reality and your perception. It wasn't about just giving you food for thought so that you could make up your own mind. And this is where we have landed. So we'll continue.
You're not informed, you're programmed. Let's talk about educational indoctrination. Public schooling was modeled after the Prussian system, designed to make obedient workers and soldiers, not independent thinkers. Critical race theory, actual black history. LGTA6, because it's too many letters. History. Labor movements, all whitewashed and erased. Standardized tests aren't about intelligence. They're about conformity. And then there's MK Ultra. Ran from the 1950s to 1973. Using LSD, trauma, isolation, hypnosis, and abuse on U.S. citizens without consent. Documents were destroyed, but survivors' testimonies and lawsuits. Project ended on paper, but evolved into digital control, media psyops, and algorithmic nudges, modern equivalents, behavioral insight teams, social media manipulation, predictive programming in film and music. And that's all just number one. 2, food as a weapon. Let's talk about engineered toxins. The US allows 400 to 500 chemicals in our food that's banned in other countries. The FDA allows hundreds of chemicals such as Red 40, Yellow 5, BHT, BVO, in US food, and they're linked to cancer.
I'm going to pause her right there. So we did a live on TikTok a few days ago, and it was a lady that joined us, and she's a Black lady. She's now living in China, and she was talking about when she got to China, there was a list that was 315 pages long about things she could not bring from the United States into China because it was prohibited. So they threw all these things she had away, but they did give her money to replace them. So I do remember she said the red dyes, anything that contains those red dyes, like Ritz crackers, of course, all of your Cheetos and your Cheez-Its and anything that would contain those red dyes, prohibited from being in China. She's going to tell us why in just a minute. And then she was saying that they couldn't have any kind of meat. So chicken, poultry, pork, none of that from the United States was allowed in China because of the way we raise our livestock, really torturing them. So really, the United States is the only country that sanctions testing these chemicals out on its own people, that sanctions poisoning their own people. It's amazing. Can you imagine 300? You get a list when you move to a country and they give you a list of that's 315 pages long about stuff you can't have in their country. Like, man, that blew my mind. That blew my mind. So we'll go ahead and let this sister finish out.
Infertility, mood disorders, and neurodevelopmental delays in children and adults. Natural flavors equal a chemical cocktail. Did you know companies can classify ingredients as generally recognized as safe to skip FDA approval? This enables hidden exposure to industrial chemicals that bypass public scrutiny. There's food subsidies and access. Government subsidies favor corn, soy, and sugar, not fresh produce. The result? Junk food is cheaper than real food. Why haven't we overthrown the Decepticons yet? Let's be clear. It's not a conspiracy if it's documented. It's not paranoia if they admit it in PDF files and documents and leaked memos. And overthrowing the government, it's not illegal. It's in the Constitution. It's a duty when a system stops serving the people and starts destroying them. So let's talk receipts. Number one, mind control and psychological manipulation. Let's start with media propaganda. Operation Mockingbird from the 1940s to the 1970s. It was a CIA program that infiltrated major US news outlets. Journalists were literally on payrolls to shape narratives. And it's still happening. Intelligence officers now retire into media commentary. Fox, CNN, MSNBC. They all platform former agents as experts. The news is framed to trigger fear, divide the public, and manufacture consent for war, surveillance, and oppression. You're not informed, you're programmed. Let's talk about educational indoctrination. Public schooling was modeled after the Prussian system, designed to make obedient workers and soldiers, not independent thinkers. Critical race theory, actual black history, LGTA6, because it's too many letters, history, labor movements, all whitewashed and erased. Standardized tests aren't about intelligence, they're about conformity. And then there's MK Ultra, ran from the 1950s to 1973. Using LSD, trauma, isolation, hypnosis, and abuse on US citizens without consent. Documents were destroyed, but survivors' testimonies and lawsuits forced partial disclosure. Project ended on paper, but evolved into digital control, media psyops, and algorithmic nudges, modern equivalents, behavioral insight teams. social media manipulation, predictive programming in film and music. And that's all just number one. 2, food as a weapon. Let's talk about engineered toxins. The US allows 400 to 500 chemicals in our food that's banned in other countries. The FDA allows hundreds of chemicals such as Red 40, Yellow 5, BHT, BVO, in US food, and they're linked to cancer, infertility, mood disorders, and neurodevelopmental delays in children and adults. Natural flavors equal a chemical cocktail. Did you know companies can classify ingredients as generally recognized as safe to skip FDA approval? This enables hidden exposure to industrial chemicals that bypass public scrutiny. There's food subsidies and access. Government subsidies favor corn, soy, and sugar, not fresh produce. The result? Junk food is cheaper than real food.
Okay. I wanted to share that with you all because I found it to be, man, quite informative. And it just reinforced things that I already knew. So I was speaking about China not allowing a lot of U.S. products into the country. This is in the United Kingdom also. So they protect their citizens from the stuff that we manufacture over here. But we're ready to kill and destroy each other. That's why, you know, there's so many malpractice lawsuits. Look at all my sisters. We going to file lawsuits against relaxers, chemical relaxers, because it found that it was linked to different forms of cancer, madness. And Chris Rock told me that in a I can't remember what the name of that documentary was, but as soon as he said it, I cut off all my hair and I went natural. Man, like I said, stay woke, stay woke. I know they say that's a bad thing, but y'all better keep your eyes open. So now I'll move on to something more educational. This one, we hear about Palestinians and we have these debates about the original people of the Bible being brown skin, of African descent, of course, but we never really talk about the Palestinians specifically. So I want y'all to check this out.
Afro-Palestinians live. It is called Al-Abib. You know what that means? Slave.
You know, this smart, beautiful black woman is correct. Where are the campus protests for the 11,000 black slaves in Palestinian neighborhoods? Nowhere. In the Middle East, black people are openly called Abid. That literally means slaves. And it doesn't stop there. Even the Arab-owned stores in the United States openly still use the word when talking about African Americans. Look at this candy. Do you know what that says in Arabic? Ras al-Bidid. It translates to head of the slave. It's actually a popular chocolate for Arab buyers in the Middle East. And it's still actually getting sold under that name. If you go on eBay right now, you'll see it. Fact check me. They're not hiding the racism. Slavery is a cultural norm. And nobody in those protests seems to care because there's no Jews.
Lord have mercy. My God. How does that make you feel, Catherine?
I'm sad because I was unaware that that was happening over there. I was unaware that that was happening over there. Oh, man. Yeah, I had to process that one for a minute. Come back to me. But we're going to go on to this one, which I find fascinating as well on the other side about the Black Hebrews of the Bible.
They lied to you. The prophets in your Bible, they were black. What? African. And I can prove it in 30 seconds. Moses, born in Egypt. That's North Africa. Jesus, he hid in Egypt as a child. Why? You don't hide a white baby in a nation full of black people. He would have stood out like a torch in the dark. Song of Solomon 1:5. I am black and beautiful. Yes, that's in your Bible. Look it up. Jeremiah 8:21. I am black. Straight from the source. Start asking this. If it's all in the Bible, why aren't churches telling you? Who benefits from erasing black identity in Scripture? You tell me.
So you
Lord,
tell me, Minister, who benefits?
the government. Robin back yet?
No, she's not. Miss
Play
Renee
one
is
hour
here.
commercial so people know who we are and what they need to do to join us.
You know, I was going to get to that. However, got some technical difficulties, and I will have to reload my the studio. So I will get there.
Okay.
But in the meantime and in between time, we can keep informing the people. How about that?
Come on with it.
All righty. So I thought this one was interesting as well, since we're on this topic about Native people. Go here.
Because if your skin was dark, you were marked as freedmen, not Indian, even if your bloodline and ancestors were fully natives. This was known as paper genocide, a quiet war of ink and bureaucracy. They used pens instead of bullets to erase identity. Then came the Racial Integrity Act of 1924. If you were dark-skinned, you were legally reclassified as Negro. It didn't matter if your grandmother was full Cherokee. The government created a racial binary, white or black, and erased indigenous identity for anyone with melanin. See, this wasn't just racism. It was spiritual warfare, a war on your memory, your ancestors, and your right to belong. But why did they do this? Simple. If you're no longer Indian, you lose your treaty rights. You lose your land. You lose your identity. And now they can say, black people were brought here as slaves from Africa. Instead of telling the truth, melanated people were already here, long before Columbus ever got lost. You didn't lose your identity. It was stolen. But now, it's time to reclaim it. Your blood remembers. Your soul remembers. We are the indigenous. We are the ancestors reborn. Tag someone who was told that they're black when they were really indigenous royalty. The Great Awakening is here. The time to remember is now.
Oh, that's cold.
Now that's a con game. So I know y'all want to know, what does this have to do with justice, truth, and survival? The minister, a whole lot. Go ahead, speak on it.
It's just that to see this really happening, it's mind-boggling that they have not did a state emergency and removed that man. He's not all the way together, y'all. Y'all gonna wish one day. Y'all listen to me. Thank you.
Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and go play one more. We're going to go out on a positive note. And I'm trying to let me find it. Before my positive note, because we are in Houston, I do want to play this one clip about the serial killer that's been on the loose. And just as a reminder for us all to be safe and watch our surroundings and watch each other's back.
There are serial killings happening in Texas. This video contains an urgent message. Please make sure you watch the video all the way through, and please share the video. In Houston, Texas, if you plan on visiting Texas, be careful. If you live in Texas, be vigilant. Wherever you go, make sure you take somebody with you. Right now, I wouldn't even travel to Houston, Texas. They found at least 15 people. They found 5 bodies in the bayou in 1 week alone. I need y'all to spread this message. It's not being televised enough. I don't see it enough, so we're gonna spread the message. A lot of people like to go to Houston, have fun. It's a tourist place where people like to go turn up. I'm telling you now, you might want to think twice before you go to Houston, Texas. Spread the message. We don't want to see no more lives being taken. There's a serial killer. There's a serial killer in Houston. They're taking lives left and right. We don't want nobody's life to be taken because of lack of knowledge. Y'all help me spread this message. They killing everybody in Houston.
Boy. his own people speaking truth. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope whoever's seen that, my God.
Yeah, we got to watch out for each other out there. Like she said, you know, always be safe in your surroundings, ladies, even in the daytime. Even in the daytime. You know, watch out for any tricks that somebody may put on your car to distract you, any notes, anything that's on your door handle. Go to the other side of your car and get in that way, or call the police if it just looks suspicious. But we just got to be mindful and be safe out there. So I'm going to play this next one. This is our positive video. And then after we watch this about Shaq, then we are going to be out. Here we go.
Shaquille O'Neal is now 53 years old. He's really struggling, not because he gained 80 pounds after retiring, but because he can't spend the $400 million in his bank. Word is, he decided to donate all his money to people who really need it. Type help in the comments and God will bless you. He sold mansions to build homes for others. Shaq once owned 17 luxury homes, from LA to Miami. Now he's selling them. With the money, he's built over 500 homes for low-income families in 3 states. Each has 3 bedrooms, a yard, and no mortgage. He cleared 1,000 families' debts. In 2023, Shaq paid $9.6 million to erase loans and medical bills. That gave 1,000 families a fresh start. He didn't want media attention, just said, now it's their turn. He skipped a jet to feed 200,000 families. A jet cost $65 million. Shaq donated instead, buying 200,000 meal kits for shelters. Each kit fed a family for a week. No cameras. Just Shaq and a truck. He has $400 million and no reason to keep it, so he's giving it away. Want to be blessed? Type help in the comments.
My God. My. Love you, brother. Thank God for you. My God. Sold 17 houses. Gave $400 million back to the poor. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank y'all for coming out tonight. We just want to come out and let y'all know what we need to do to work together and take our pennies and put together where we can make residual and start paying our sisters, the 300,000 women that was crossed out by Mr. Trump. I think that's the number, Catherine. 300,000 women.
Yes, sir.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is very beautiful. We had my sister, she had to leave, and Miss Renee has never turned hers on, bless her heart. So again, this is beautiful, marvelous, and we must move people off our ground. They never got it right, so we can go back and get it and get back to what it belongs to, the people and the family. So God, we bless you. We thank you, God, for bringing us out. We thank you for everything you did. We thank you for this short show tonight, 1 hour and 14 minutes. So we're going to end on a note. Thanking you. Play the long commercial where they can get it.
Like you keep asking for it, and I told you I can't play it tonight. I'm having technical difficulties, so I apologize.
Which one can you play?
I can play the new one to remind people to subscribe and save lives. Okay, here we go.
You helping me, Captain, all the rest of us, saving lives.
Listen to me, yeah.
So y'all celebrate us and help us open up vocational schools and save our kids and our kind. You don't want to do that. You want to sit in the back like a house nigga, a fool, and do what you do. anybody come against me, God is going to destroy them. I can name all the people that come at me. God have destroyed them, have created problems in their family. So again, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying to you is that the black woman is the mother of earth. She has melanin in her skin, right here, melanin. The sun is her friend, not her enemy. Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah.
90% of your crew is snitching. Get out the game. Whatever money you got, open some kind of business. If you don't know how to open a business, do what my partner did. He gave his money to the restaurant owner. Now he rich because the restaurant owner paid him every month. He invested like $500,000 with it. And now he out of Galveston. So now he get rich. Him and his wife got a big home. They come out of Texas University. If you ain't an entrepreneur, invest your money with a D or with Catherine, whoever doing business. With me, I'm going to build 90 townhouses. I need 2.5 right now. So again, invest your money with somebody you can trust. Get out the game. If you don't get out the game, you're going to prison. And 85-90% of the time you do, when you get out, you be dead. Yeah. It's not worth it. So it's Johnny Biden talking to you.
Listen to me. Yeah. That's a wonderful commercial you made, Catherine. You did a great job. Ladies and gentlemen, we prove to you tonight with these films, Redemption of American Gangster, Justice, Truth, and Survival. You've seen two Caucasian white people go and testify. I'm talking about prominent people, a Catholic priest, and some millionaire white woman that was in a wheelchair. Wherever you at, man, if you live, I love you. You can call me at 281-896-8215. Ladies and gentlemen, until we get him out of there, it will not work. Trump must go. State of emergency. 27 psychiatrists said he's the most dangerous man in the world. Y'all playing with this man. My God. My God. I'm ready, Catherine. Bring the last one.
The last what? Which?
Commercial.
You keep asking for that commercial, but I keep telling you I can't get to it. We loaded too many videos in it, and I can't get to it. All right. So what we can do is, if you want to wrap up the show, we can do that.
Yes, we can.
All righty. So y'all, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Please remember to go to YouTube, The Johnny Binder Show. That's at Johnny Binder Show. Click subscribe. I want you to share it. I want you to like it. I want you to post your comments. Let us know what you're thinking about the show or how you felt about some of the information we shared tonight. And we love you. And we'll see you maybe tomorrow. Click that bell so you'll know when we go live. Peace.